He was stores, he used to look after the general stores at Prashant Nilayam, bent gentleman, one of the most humble devotee of Bhagwan that one ever has a good fortune of interacting with. There is so much to learn from that gentleman. So he once told us about this incident. He used to go to Anantapur in a matador van for making purchases for the general stores once in a week. The route was, you inform Mr. Kutumbarao, Mr. Kutumbarao tells Bhagwan, and then they take the matador, go to Anantapur, pick up the supplies, and you come back. So it so happened that one day this matador met with a severe accident and Mr. Vacha was fractured on his leg. So he was admitted in a hospital at Anantapur itself. So Swami sent Mr. Kutumbarao to find out how Mr. Vacha is. So Mr. Kutumbarao came, he told Mr. Vacha, Swami has sent you some prasadam, he wanted to know how you are. Mr. Vacha was very thrilled, he said, Kutumbarao sir, I'll give you one letter, can you please pass it on to Swami? He said, sure, please write. So he wrote a very small letter, in which one word he mentioned was, Swami, it is because of your grace that I got saved, and I am so touched that you have sent prasadam and you are inquiring about me. At this point of time, you are the only savior, you are the only doctor I can trust, please save me. He sent the letter, Swami read the letter, and about a week later he was discharged, so he went to Puttaparthi. 15 days down the line was Dasara. And Mr. Vacha badly wanted to be able to walk in those 15 days. However, the orthopedic surgeon who performed the surgery said there is no chance of you walking for at least one more month. So Mr. Vacha was very disturbed. So he didn't know what to do. So darshan was going on and Swami came. Mr. Vacha was there on the wheelchair. Swami came and said, Ha Vacha, when did you come? He said, Swami, I was discharged yesterday. Your leg is healing. What did the doctor say? He said, Swami, doctors say that another one more month before I can start walking. He said, good. You'll get better, don't worry. And Swami went away. But Mr. Vacha said, Swami should have known that I was very eager to attend the Dasara celebrations. Why is he saying good? So everything was over. Next day he was sitting for darshan. Again during darshan round, Swami comes to him and he said, Vacha, what did the doctor say? When is your leg going to get better? And I said, Swami, 1 month. Swami said, fine. And Swami went away. Third day again he comes and says, Vacha, when is your leg going to get better? What are the doctors saying? He said, Swami, 1 month. But this time Mr. Vacha was starting to get puzzled. He said, why every day he's coming and asking me the same question? Even people around Mr. Vacha started wondering about it. Then he went away. That night Mr. Vacha started discussing with his wife. He needed a third party intervention. So he asked his wife, I'm not able to understand this phenomena. Every day he's coming and asking me the same question. What are the doctors saying? When are you going to walk? Then his wife thought for some time. Then she said, you told me that you wrote a letter to Swami while you were in hospital. He said, yeah, I wrote. What did you write in that? He said, I wrote like this. And then the last sentence was, Swami, you are my doctor. Whatever you says will happen. Then his wife said, there's your answer. Tomorrow when he asks you, tell him this. So next day when he was seated there, Swami came and he asked, what are the doctors saying? Swami caught hold of Swami's hand and said, Swami, you are my doctor. Whenever you say I will walk, I will walk. And Swami said, then why are you repeatedly quoting that doctor, other doctors? Kai ko usko bulata hai hamesha, main hu na idhar. Then he said, you will walk in 1 week flat. And Mr. Vacha conveyed that message to that orthopedic doctor. He said, impossible, you cannot walk in 1 week. Trust me, Swami made him walk in 1 week. He attended the Dasara festival and Mr. Vacha got that prokshan what we saw, which is the cherished boon which every devotee desires during the Dasara festival. He did it. And I was very happy because Mr. Vacha himself told me this incident one day. And Swami was not there. We used to spend lots of time at the stores. Mr. Vacha had a huge wealth of such experiences. So he narrated this to us. That is what surrender is all about. Anasekam, vachasekam, karmanyekam. Swami aims for that. The day that we do with him, his response is instantaneous.